Hello class ninth. In this video we will discuss topic cultural development which is a part of lesson 6 the age of Guptas. Now we will discuss advancement in the field of sculpture and fine arts and advancement in the field of education. For the discussion of the topic we must know the following terms. Cultural development, process of enabling cultural activities such as customs, laws, dress, belief and tradition. Advancement, process of promoting a cause or plan for further improvement. Assassination, to murder usually a prominent person by sudden or secret attack for political reasons. Sculpture and fine arts, which is given on the page number 157. Just have a look on the Vishnu temple, which is at Deoghar district, Lalitpur. Now, this temple has beautiful carving on wall. In this temple, it is shown that Vishnu in sleeping posture on a Sheshnag. This scene has been taken from Ramayana and Mahabharata. Let's come to the reading part. Sculpture and fine arts. In the field of sculpture, India made the great progress under the Guptas that the famous art of Gandhara was completely forgotten. Gandhara art was the famous Buddhist visual art. The Gupta sculpture shows an exquisite beauty of execution and a high skill of art. Exquisite means extremely beautiful. Have a look on the brick temple at Bhitargaon. Both the art and the subjects chosen became completely Indian in their character. The discovery of a large number of images and sculpture at Sarnath and various other places shows that side by side depicting the scenes from Buddha's life. Now, subjects from the Puranic mythology. Puranic mythology means the mythology based on Purans had also begun to be treated with the remarkable freshness. It means the Gupta period marked the beginning of elaborate Hindu temples and temple complexes. The beginnings of the Nagara style of temple architect can be traced back of the Gupta period. Temples with the shikaras have been found at Deoghar and Bhitargaon. Moreover, the discovery of large number of images and sculptures at Sarnath and various other places shows that side by side they are depicting the scene of Buddha's life. The Gupta period also saw a great advancement in the field of architecture. A large number of beautiful temples with the shikara symbol were built during the period. The stone temples at Deoghar district, Lalitpur, near the brick temple at Bhitargaon, district Kanpur, are also the fine specimens of this period. It means the Gupta period marked the beginning of elaborate Hindu temples and temple complexes. The beginning of the Nagara style of temple architecture can be traced back to the Gupta period. Temples with shikara means pointed roof have been found at Deoghar and Bhitargaon. The first contains some pieces of the sculpture on the panel of its wall, and the second is known for its well designed figure at terracotta. Terracotta is a kind of clay. Not only this, three of the finest Ajanta caves assigned by the historians to the Gupta period further illustrate the great advancement in the Gupta had made in the field of architecture. They had been cut out of the solid rocks and display a high skill. It means the two temples like the brick temple at Bhitargaon and the Vishnu temple at Deoghar. These are the two fine specimens of this period, means period of Guptas. Moreover, these specimens contains the fine pieces of sculptures on the panels of walls and known for the well designed figures in terracotta. High skill degree of skill can be seen in the caves of Ajanta and Ellora during the Gupta period, and these caves are the best examples of the great advancement that Guptas had made in the field of architecture. Now we will discuss advancement in the field of education. India made the great progress in the field of education. Many universities like Nalanda, Takshila, Sarnath, Ajanta flourished in this period, means period of Guptas. Students from all over the world flocked to these universities for receiving their higher education. Nalanda University was the most renowned education institution of ancient India located at Nalanda in Bihar. Advancement in the field of education. India made the great progress in the field of education during the Gupta period. In addition to the existence of the large number of pathshalas or high schools, there were many universities like Nalanda, Takshila, Sarnath, and Ajanta, which were ever busy for imparting higher education to the Shishyas or students. Students from all parts of India and from the many foreign countries flocked to these universities for receiving higher education. These educational institutions were run by the grants of lands and the charities of the generous public. It was during the Gupta period that the foundation of Nalanda University was laid, which later on achieved a great heights. It means during the Gupta age, education was given at most importance. This is evident from the intellectual output in various fields like literature, science, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, and medicines. In addition to the existence of large number of pathshalas or the higher schools, there were many universities like Nalanda, Takshila, Sarnath, Ajanta, which were even busy for imparting the higher education to the students. Moreover, the teachers were supported by the grants of villages given by the Gupta rulers and the charities given by the generous public. During this period, the disciples were known as Shishyas. During the Gupta period, that the foundation of Nalanda University was laid, which later achieved a great heights. Now we will discuss about Nalanda University. Nalanda University, given on the page 152, it was the most renowned educational institution of the ancient India located at Nalanda near Rajgira in Bihar. Hyun Sen has given a lot of information about Nalanda in his account. It means Nalanda University was the most renowned educational institution of the ancient India. It was located at Nalanda in Rajgira in Bihar. A lot of information about Nalanda University is given in the inscription and the accounts of Yun Sen, a Chinese Buddhist scholar who visited India during the reign of Harshvardhan. Nalanda University provided various facilities to the students for their studies. There were three great libraries called Ratnasagar, Ratnadadi, and Ratnaranjak. The subjects of the study at Nalanda were all the four Vedas, logic, grammar, medicine, and the works of different Buddhist schools. It means Nalanda University provided various facilities to the students for their studies. There were the three great libraries called Ratnasagar, Ratnadadi, and Ratnaranjak. There were the more than 10,000 students and the teachers. They came from the Korea, Mongolia, Japan, China, Tibet, Ceylon, and the various parts of India. Moreover, the subjects of the study at Nalanda University were all the four Vedas, logic, grammar, medicines, and the Buddhist works of the different schools. Thus, a great deal of the historical material is easily available about the Gupta dynasty. Dynasty means series of the rulers from same family. In fact, with the coming of Gupta period, we find ourselves on the firm ground due to the availability of historical material of great variety. It means Nalanda University is a great source of information. A great deal of historical material is easily available about Gupta dynasty. Or we can say that coming of Gupta period, we find ourselves on the firm grounds due to the availability of historical material of the great variety from Nalanda University. We can say that Nalanda University was not an ordinary university. It was a postgraduate institution in which admission was very difficult. Before admission, an examination was held in which Hardly 20% of students passed and the rest were rejected. Only the most brilliant were admitted to the university. Children, with this, our chapter is over and you will have to reread this part, learn the basic term, related question answers, and kindly follow the SNAP homework. Thank you.